Well, welcome to today's episode of Pitch Perfect. If you are watching this live on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, perhaps, g'day, good to see you here. Feel free to type anything you like into the chat. But if you are listening to this podcast, it would be the 11th of August leading up to that. And I am running a free challenge on Monday, the 11th of August called Lights, Mic, Paycheck. You can send me a message if you'd like to get in on it, or go to jamieabbott.com.au/lights mic paycheck. And we've actually got over 200 people registered as I record this right now. We're going to go live for a whole hour, and I'm going to teach you how you can launch your professional paid MC career. And at the end of it, I'm going to be launching my paid course called Paid to MC. And if you join from the challenge in the first 24 hours, you will get a one-on-one bonus with me, which you can use anytime in the next 6 months. But today, I want to talk about something which I hear all the time, and that is people will come up to me and say, I'd love to MC an event, but I'm just not funny enough. To which I say, stop right there, Beyonce. This is not an open mic at the comedy club. You're not auditioning for Have You Been Paying Attention? And spoiler alert, the bar is not as high as you think. I have seen MCs just make audiences laugh by simply mispronouncing the word hors d'oeuvres. Or today I'm here to blow the lid off. I was going to say blow your socks off. Blow the lid off that whole you must be hilarious to the whole lie that you need to be hilarious to be an MC, because that is keeping so many of you brilliant, capable, paid to MC worthy humans stuck on the sidelines. Let me be clear, you do not need to be a stand-up comedian to be an MC. You don't even need to be the funny friend in the group chat, but you do need to have charisma, presence, and the ability to pronounce the guest speaker's name correctly without breaking into a panic sweat. Now, MCs are not there to do like a type 5 comedy set between awards. As the MC, you are the vibe curator. You're the timekeeper. You're the energy conductor. Think of yourself as kind of a human version of Google Maps for an event. You're friendly, reliable, and when things go off track, you reroute the audience with grace, charm, and maybe a cheeky joke about the canapes. Now, I've been emceeing now since I was 14 years old, in a dancing, singing group in Newcastle called the Young Stars Talent Team. We used to travel all around New South Wales and I would MC. So almost 3 decades I have been MCing events. And over that time, I have MC'd everything from military events, military ceremonies, to wine-fueled business awards. And guess what? No one ever said, we wish you told more jokes about kangaroos. So let's break this down with 3 juicy tips. Not jokes, just juicy, useful MC gold. Now, you want to use relatable humor when you're an MC. Don't overthink it. If you've ever forgotten someone's name while introducing them on stage, congratulations. You've lived the whole MC nightmare, which all of us have experienced at some point, and then now you've got material. If you've ever worn Spanx for a 6-hour event and regretted every life decision, you've got a story that'll win the crowd. You don't have to be funny. You just have to be real, aware, humble, and not afraid to just have a laugh at yourself. Australians love that in particular. Number 2, master the art of lightness. You don't need to deliver punchlines. You need to lift the room when energy dips, like a DJ, but with a clipboard. So a simple, well, if that standing ovation doesn't happen, I do accept polite nods and chocolate as a backup. Boom. Instant likability. Something like that. Anyway. Number 3, get great at transitions. The audience at an event, no matter what type of event it is, loves flow. So if you can keep things moving with a bit of warmth, humor, and just a sprinkle of sass, you are doing your job as an MC brilliantly. And now to someone who needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce them anyway because that's my job and I like attention. Please welcome that kind of, I don't even know if I would say something like that, but that's the kind of lighthearted lead-in that shows confidence. And it also makes you memorable. You didn't really tell a joke, you just told the truth with flavor. Hopefully, you're getting the idea of how you can inject some appropriate and inclusive humor into your MC style. Now, let me tell you a little funny story about one of my clients. Let's call her Jess, because that's her name. Jess was a very lovely corporate type, very proper. Her idea of going rogue was wearing flats instead of heels on a Friday. And she said to me, "I'm not funny, I'm awkward. I don't think that I should be the MC of this huge industry awards night that was happening in the capital city." I said to her, "Perfect. That means you won't go rogue on the run sheet or try and do impersonations of your CEO. Let's work with that." We built her confidence, we polished her transitions, and we gave her a few light one-liners that sounded like her. Not me, not a Netflix special, but her. She nailed it. You know, guests were coming up to her afterwards and they were saying, "I loved how calm and smooth you were. You made it feel like everything was under control, even when the projector stopped working, the slides behind her, and the caterer delivered the wrong dessert." You know, she wasn't funny, but she was trusted. And that is what is going to get you rebooked as an MC. So here's the deal. I want to explain to you while you are already enough, plus a little help from me. And also, if you are thinking of getting some help, Lights, Mic, Paycheck, my free challenge is kicking off on Monday, the 11th of August. Send me a DM and I'll send you the link. But if you love being on stage, if you know how to read a room, can follow a schedule without derailing it with dad jokes, then congratulations. You already have the bones of being a brilliant paid MC. You just need the tools, the confidence, and maybe a template or two that sort of saves you from Googling what does an MC say at 11 p.m. the night before. That's why I created Lights, Mic, Paycheck, my one night free challenge where I'm going to walk you through how to position yourself as an MC, what to say and charge when someone asks you for your fee, and plus a cheeky pitch line or two that gets decision makers to say yes. It's happening Monday, the 11th of August at 6 p.m. Sydney time, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. If you are ready to go from "I'm not funny enough" to booked and banked, comment MC below if you're watching this live, or send me a DM. I will send you the link faster than you can say. Now let's welcome our next speaker. My final message to you all is you don't need a Netflix special. You don't need a killer punchline. You don't even need to be the funniest person in your own house. What you do need is to start. Start where you are, with your voice, your vibe, and your very own MC style, because the mic is not waiting for a comedian. It